everyone, Serena here from Whole Shift Wellness. I hope you're doing great. So here I am back again for a little bit of Monday motivation. We're still talking about the 7 harsh truths of permanent weight loss. In fact, today is part 4 of the 7 harsh truths. So here we go. The truth number 4 is that you simply cannot outrun a bad diet. Doesn't matter how fast you go, it's not going to happen. So for as long as you try as hard as possible to do as much fitness as possible just so that you can get away with eating anything and everything, your greatest level of health, fitness and well-being will forever escape you. In fact, I always say to our shifters that I feel really bad for anybody out there who has a naturally fast metabolism. I think a very fast metabolism is probably the greatest curse of our life, because if you can get away with eating anything and everything without ever putting weight on, you're quite likely to try and do that. And the problem with bad food and bad nutrition is that if it's not affecting you immediately with weight gain or any other immediate side effects, it is very likely to affect you in the long run with things that are even worse than putting weight on, such as chronic disease. So really, a true and holistic and permanent solution is that of shifting your mindset around nutrition and doing whatever it is that you need to do to fall in love with eating healthy food. Sport is great. Being active is fundamental to your health and well-being. It's a fundamental part of improving and shifting and longevity. However, nutrition is more important. This is a fact of science. You can be very active and do all the right things when it comes to fitness, but if you eat poorly, you're still at risk. However, if you have a great diet and you do very minimum exercise, you might even be able to just walk and do very minimal ways of keeping getting your heart rate up and keeping your body moving. You will have a far greater chance of a long, healthy life. So always and forever, nutrition comes first. If you need to put any efforts at all, and if you have to choose, the ideal scenario is that you don't have to choose and you can do a bit of both. But if you were put in a position where you had to choose what to focus on or what to invest in or what to get help on, always choose nutrition. The only way to look your best self is to be it from the inside out. And so therefore what you put in your body is the number one thing that will affect your outlook the most, how you look on the outside. There's no way of looking good on the outside without being good from the inside out. And that's why nutrition is so important. What I want to clarify, which is something that people come to me all the time because they see my Instagram feed and my food looks pretty clean, and I do eat clean most of the time. However, number one, I have been doing this for tens of years. So you're seeing the end result of tens of years of trial and errors on myself as well, but also, trying different things until I have discovered the things that work for me. And what works for me, by the way, might not work for you. So it's very important to appreciate when it comes to health and nutrition that you need to take a very individualistic approach. There are some universal principles that apply to everybody on the planet, but then there's you, and you are unique, and there is no one size fits all when it comes to health, well-being, and in particular nutrition. But also, eating healthy doesn't mean that you're never gonna enjoy food ever again. It doesn't mean that you're gonna be deprived. It doesn't mean that you're just gonna eat bland stuff that tastes like nothing and that you hate. I am not an advocate of getting on a plan that means that you're just enduring it without getting any pleasure whatsoever out of it. The way I eat gives me immense amount of pleasure, and actually most of the time I crave the food that I eat, make at home, that it's simple and it's unprocessed and it's so healthy. But that's because I've trained myself to get to that point. But I also eat out, and when I eat out, I'm way more indulgent and I'm way less strict on myself, and I allow myself to have things that I wouldn't generally eat in my day-to-day life. So I have found a balance, I've found a solution, I've found an approach that works for me, that makes me feel balanced and that doesn't hinder my progress, and that I genuinely stick to because I love it. I love how it makes me feel, and therefore I love how it makes me look. So get out of your mind this idea that you have to choose between enjoying your life and being your true, most healthy and fit and confident self, because it's not either or. The best plan, the best approach, the best way is one that brings those two things together. So you are enjoying your life thoroughly and you're enjoying what you're doing thoroughly, and that is giving you the greatest results. There is no deprivation involved, you know. And it might take some time and it might take some work and trials and errors, and get help. If you need help, do get the help that you need. But that's the outcome. That's what you should be working for. It's not about deprivation at all whatsoever. It's also not just about losing weight, although weight loss is one of the things that most people come to us with and most people are after. You know, we need to get out of our mind this idea that it's skinny is the ultimate goal, and that weight loss at all costs is the ultimate goal. And because that's not what true and holistic health and well-being is all about. In fact, skinny in many instances is the opposite of healthy if you're going about it the unhealthy way, you know. And weight loss sometimes is the opposite of health and well-being if you're doing those random plavas that are sold out there, shakes and powders and things that are just not sustainable and they're not genuinely healthy. So you're still not fixing the problem at the root level. You're just going for a short-term fix just to lose weight, and none of those work. Even if they bring forth some temporary results, they're not going to allow you to shift in the direction whereby weight loss will be permanent. It will be just an extension of who you are. So beware of that, and always think healthy before you think skinny and weight loss, and before you think results. Really, the ultimate result is being your most fit, healthy and confident self in a holistic way. And that's the only way that whatever results you achieve are gonna be yours for the rest of your life. Because, you know, aren't you tired of the back and forth? Of, you know, being on a diet, being off the diet, you know, of the hard work, of just that temporary kind of short-term solution that never makes you feel like you really own it, like it's truly an extension of who you are. Thankfully, I got really sick and tired of all that. I tried all of that myself on my own skin, and that's why I really know what it's like to be in that place. And I come from a place of not only the knowledge that I've acquired through working with hundreds of people, but also experiential knowledge, the knowledge that I've acquired through experimenting and trialing and erring on my own self. So I hope this helps. You can't outrun a bad diet. It doesn't matter how fast you go. It doesn't matter how much you work out. So really look at your nutrition and start making small incremental improvements that you can sustain and shift in the direction towards learning to love the food that's best for you, because it is possible, and that's how you'll truly unlock results that will blow your mind. I hope this helps. Let me know what you think, share any comments, thoughts, always DM me your questions if you don't want to share them publicly. And I wish you an amazing rest of this week. Ciao for now.